Hello, everybody out there in the interwebs. We have a special guest with us tonight. Special, I mean like the short bus special. And it's on a rare Thursday. So we will, you're probably surprised that nobody got a notification because I literally scheduled the event 7 seconds ago. I also am running way late and still trying to get everything situated over here. Where is my chat button? There's that. All right, tonight's live stream brought to you by Ammo Supply Warehouse, fine purveyors of freedom seeds. You can use the coupon code TREMIS10 to get 10% off any order over $100. All right. Oh, Gabe, hello, sir. Adam Hall, hello. You guys must just hang around, and I know you didn't plan on this, so I'm not going to call you all guys losers who don't have anything better to do on a Thursday night, but that might be the case, might not. I don't know. We were going to do this last night, and I forgot. I was actually not home when Andrew called and said, "Hey, what the fuck, motherfucker?" And I was like, "You want to do this?" He said, "You want to do it tomorrow?" I was like, "Okay." And I literally got home minutes before I had to drag a laptop up to this room, and we squeezed it in because we love you guys. Well, I tolerate you, but Andrew loves you.
Yes, I do.
He's full of that good, godly love thy neighbor. And you all are the neighbors. All right. So anyone you'd like to give a shout out to as well?
Well, it's funny. I actually wore my Ammo Supply Warehouse t-shirt for this stream. So shout out to Butch. Everyone should be buying ammo from him. Honestly, that was the only one I had in mind. That's why I wore the shirt.
We can shout out Five Rivers Armament up top here. And I believe if we look down on Andrew's hat, is that Iron Pig?
Iron Pig Armament.
Yes, Turtle. Man.
I got 3 of his gats with me right now. The Pig 9 has been my backpack gun for a while. And actually, I'm going to be getting a Five Rivers Armament silencer for that. So I'm very excited about that. If you guys haven't seen it, check out the silencers that they got. I got to shoot it with a silencer.
I send them to a link, but I don't have a link to send them to.
Oh, because they don't have a website?
No, their web guy's worse than my web guy.
Oh man. They need to get with Jay's web guy.
I think they already did.
Maybe we can put Lewis in contact with him.
I just tell him I'll do his website for a can.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You can pay me in cans. I'm not doing another website. I can barely make my own function.
No, my new rule is you do your own website. I would gladly do it for a silencer, though. I would like, okay.
Well, then you're being paid for it. Like, essentially you're ripping someone off because, it's not a web guy. You'd be like, I hope I got this right.
All you have to do is be like, look, big commerce, make the same thing I made already. Done. It's like, that's why I tell everyone to use it. I'm like, yeah, just like you can talk to me, you can talk to Gary, damn, who's that? Who's down there in Nevada that just got started teaching? I'm like, the name is slipping me right now. Yeah, Buell. I talked to him. He is the only guy I've ever talked to about making a website, and he took action and made it. And he got to one point, he's like, what do I do here? Like, literally, I was like, when you get to this part, call me again, and he did that, and he's up and running. He's teaching. He's doing great.
Buell's pretty, well, he's a bit younger than everyone else we've mentioned. So he's a little more in tune with the interwebs. And he is very motivated. There is that. Like, he's a motivated motherfucker. I like Bill. Gabe says he sees that I was at Midwest recently. Maybe he's just behind on social media. It was like 2 weeks ago at this point, Gabe. Um, I have some stuff inbound from them that was not in the showroom when we were there. And when we left that day, the warehouse was the warehouse folks had already left, so I could only bring home things that were in the showroom. So they sent me a package. It is in transit. So you all be seeing some new stuff uh, shortly once the package is here and I can put things on stuffs and whatnot. If anybody's coming to Vehicle Dynamics next weekend, um, I don't think it's sold out, but it's fucking close if it isn't. So some folks will get to see some new Midwest stuff.
Dude, my favorite thing is whenever you talk about how to fight from a vehicle and people say just get out, as if like we had never thought of that. That's my favorite thing.
It's amazing. I would have never guessed that one.
It's like when someone like says they do something retarded to reload their gun one-handed, and you go like, yeah, you can't move that way, like that's bad. And then they go, well, we teach them to use cover. You know, never thought of that. Oh wow.
I use cover. That I use cover is how one of the two main phrases that irritate me that are completely true that people use as their default for not training.
Yeah.
I don't have to do all that because I already know to use cover. Yeah, motherfucker. Agreed. Like I too will tell everyone you should use cover. And here's what you do when it ain't there. Here's what you do to get to it. And the one that they always overlook, I'll call it overlook. Here's how to use cover, because as it turns out, they do that like shit too.
Yeah. And they always forget about that whole like, dude moves, now you aren't using cover. Like it's the easiest way to defeat your cover. We don't need a Barrett 50 cal to step over there, you know.
But the other one that I also agree with, but it drives me nuts, is, well, with my mindset. Like, bro, your mindset is to never fucking go train. Like, I already know your mindset. Well, I will avoid problems because of my superior mindset.
Another one of my favorite ones is guys who always talk about like what the best caliber is. There's a Sportsman's Warehouse down here, and every time I've ever gone there, I heard the cashier at the front like talking shit on people who use 9mm, because, and he doesn't even mention what the better caliber is, but I'm like, you're not carrying a gun, dude. Like, you see that? Have you seen that video where the dude, he goes to Bass Pro and he asks for the rifle, and he takes the rifle, he goes, get down on the fucking ground right now. And then they're like, stop. That's a good way to get shot. Okay. We don't carry guns here, but that could really, I was like, wait.
Who's gonna shoot him?
Yeah, what, are you going to? Okay. And that was, and the funny part too is I used to make like a joke, like my favorite place to dry practice verbal commands is at the gun store, you know. And then a dude did it, and I was like, that's awesome.
Well, you know, at my gun store, I probably could.
You should.
I'm pretty sure I'm stopping in there tomorrow. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll ask him to see something, and then I'll practice some. Put your hands in the air. I'll just point at, like, you know, something on the wall, and not at somebody. At Five Rivers Armament, I could probably do that too. Bro, mostly because since the shop's not done yet, really there's only construction workers in there, and they don't speak English anyhow. So
yeah,
I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person.
Dude, are you sure you don't want to point at anyone? Like when I worked at a gun store, everyone loved pointing guns at each other. That was like the first thing they did. They're like, I'd be like at a wall. I'd be like, yeah, man, check it out. And they'd be like, you know, like, say this is the wall and that's the people. They'd be like, immediately. I was like, hey man, how about you point at the wall? He's like, oh, it's not loaded, right? I'm like, true. But I mean, you didn't check it. I might just be a little bit crazy. Might just throw one in there. You don't know that. And
Yep.
also, like some of these dudes just got done watching John Wick, and then they hit the range back there, and they got like, oh, if something goes down in this store, I'm so ready. And then you're pointing guns at them. Like maybe just not do that. But it's okay.
Hey, we're gonna have another surprise guest.
Who is it?
You will see once he gets his camera on. He is logged in, but his screenshot is just OBS. So I don't know if he's gonna. Hopefully he can hear me, and he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta have a camera."
The JMA Lave. How you
That's
say
Javier.
that? Oh, Javier. What's up, man? Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, if you search My Healthy Soap Up Flip, UPFLIP, they did a video on my wife's business and how she does everything. It's like a 1.5 million subscriber YouTube channel. And yeah, she's absolutely crushing it. I'm actually, yeah.
And Andrew, for all of you out there, Andrew sends me dozens of pieces of video content per week to look at. and I always yell at him because my phone's on mute all the time. So like I need things that have closed captioned or no audio, and he still sends me video. So I usually don't catch up for like weeks at a time.
You don't have to watch any of them too, but I will say that's definitely gay that you read the content that I send you.
And he sent me that video, and I instantly unmuted my phone, muted the TV, like while my wife and I were watching a movie, and watched the video and listened to it. I was like, finally, you sent me something to watch. All right. I see our special guest is ready in his Jedi robes. Pow.
Who is this?
Who is this?
He's got skills.
Oh shit! It's the big guy from the Green Mile. Say, boss, I'm tired.
Boss, I'm tired.
This is what happens when you give me technology.
Well, I could give it to a lot of other people and nothing would happen.
Oh, I could do this too. Watch.
Hi.
No.
Yeah, and I've been addicted to helium for months now.
Javier, we haven't moved yet. We're still in Bellevue, but we're closing on a place in Mayo. And for everyone watching too, in the future, we are going to put a berm up there on that property, and right away we'll start doing force on force when we get there.
Hell yeah.
Hells to the yeah.
All the force on the force.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, sweet. I can't wait to just put money into like more airsoft guns. I'm excited.
Is the past, bro. It's all about the unit.
I can't show you one on screen because YouTube will fucking cancel us like in midstream.
Yeah.
But if someone were to look, I don't know, somewhere in the background, there's a Unit 9 gun just hanging around. They are the future.
Have you shot the Glock one yet? Is it good?
The Glock.
The Unit Solutions Glock?
Yes. That's what's sitting over my shoulder.
Is it good?
It's awesome.
Okay.
It's all that and a little bit more.
And the bag of chips.
And then but the rifles, do you like those?
Yes, I had a problem with mine, and they sent me out like $100 worth of spare parts. It was like just a small I don't know, probably $2 piece that had a crack in it. But they did a video chat with me to fix it. And then Mike and Shin and I all went out there on our way back from Midwest Industries and went through the entire process, both the pistols and the rifles, how to basically take everything apart, how to rebuild it, what the maintenance schedules are on different parts of the guns. And I got a pile of spares now So if I were to have another issue, I would be able to take care of it kind of on the spot.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, then I want to look into it because like the initial reports on unit solutions was like, nah, they're not that good. But if you guys are liking them, I want to get some.
Yeah, totally digging them.
I think, I don't want to speak for Gary, but I know we've had conversations about this. Like, it makes force on force scenario training viable again. Like, from a handgun standpoint, instead of it just being airsoft, which does not give enough
Right.
like feedback.
Yeah, I like it for skill stuff. Like I think it's good for that, like the proving grounds class we run, it's just fine for that. But yeah, if it were like taking the fight, I would definitely want like something closer to UTM.
I would absolutely say you could use a unit gun in the fight, no issue.
Okay.
Whereas, and in the fight, you drop a lot of guns, and airsoft guns do not like being dropped on cement floors.
No.
These will have no issue on a cement floor.
Javier, it's Mayo, Florida. Mayo. It's the
whitest sounding town I've ever heard.
Bro, it is the whitest town. That town is so white that even the Mexican restaurant's bad.
I don't know if I want to live there.
Well, it's the lowest population per square mile in Florida. So it's like it's a very small town, an hour from Gainesville. So I can go to a big town if I want to, and there's other towns around it. It's like, I don't know. I think 20 or 30 minutes from a Walmart. So I'm fine with that. I'm like, now whenever we hit traffic going near any city, we're like, fuck this. I hate this place, so we're looking forward to it.
So I'm thinking that a road trip during the week of the Bloomsburg Fair.
Oh, yes.
Because I hate being here in Bloomsburg during the fair. A road trip with the wife and I to Mayo, Florida, to visit the Schmereckers, and maybe go see Javier while I'm down there, and John Ammons, and maybe collaborate with my favorite Stitch Bitch. And
wait, which favorite?
Well, that would have to be Andrew, because John's not a bitch.
That's a good answer.
Trying to think quick on my feet there.
You mentioned both John and Andrew in the same breath, and then go visit my favorite. Like, wait, which one is that?
So then I was like, well, I have to compliment them both. So Andrew gets to be my favorite Stitch Bitch, and John gets to not be a bitch. I'm like, this is a win. Like, nobody has the but I got some ideas for some products, and I'm gonna get I want to talk to my genius behind the machine, behind the needle, above the needle, behind the needle. I don't know what you call that.
I don't know. It all sounds like drugs.
Under the needle.
The really cool thing, I mean, right now, Gary's the only one who's seen the new thing coming out. Wait, Mike, did you see the new thing without saying what it is or anything like that?
So I have a remarkable ability. My superhuman ability is to forget things.
So no. So right now it's just me and Gary who know about the new thing coming out.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
You could have probably shown it to me and then had me sign paperwork saying I've seen it and understand it, and I'd be like, that's cool. And then the next day I'm a goldfish again, and like, I don't remember.
You'll see it soon. You'll dig it. It's cool. It's really cool.
Stone?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Can we play like 20 questions? Like, is it bigger than a bread box?
I don't know.
He's like, what is a bread box?
Who the fuck has a bread box? I have a bread box.
Speaking of which, did you get a shockwave yet, Mike?
I did not. If anybody out there wants to give me a shockwave, I would totally take it. I've wanted one for years.
Yeah, dude. And if you do buy it, get the 590S. I've heard that's the best one. Like, it runs good with the minis and the regular ones.
I would say, what the hell's the S? I didn't know.
It's for the short shells. So they got a 590S and there's a Shockwave 590S.
Did they do a Shockwave version of a 1301?
No, I
It's
wish they just did they did a 940. I think it is the semi-auto Remington. From what I've seen, I wouldn't bother. I would hold out for a 1301 Shockwave size when that day comes. But I mean, who knows? I do have a student who's been running the was it the TAC 13, the semi-auto Remington, and his has been good as far as I've seen. His has been good.
Good.
So, you know, I kind of want one of them.
I just got my 1301 back. I was off at the gunsmith getting the front sight tower chopped off because it's got like the A-frame, like rifle front sight because it has a ghost ring rear. I took the ghost ring rear off and put a red dot on it. So there was nothing for the front sight to align with in the back, and it blocked all of the red dot screen. So I got that shit fucking whacked off, drilled and tapped, and there's a tiny little brass bead there as a backup. And wow, do I like that shotgun a whole lot more now. And of course, the first thing I did, like I had the barrel in my hand coming back from the machine shop and took a picture of it to send it to Zach. And he's like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Like, shows how much you know, Zach.
I was like, well, it's a barrel from a 1301 when it's not on the gun and when the front sight's gone. And he's like, okay, now I'm seeing it. Sonny Puzikas, hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
They're doing a lot over there right now. I keep seeing posts.
Hell yeah.
It's the March wrap up the March Madness.
Yep.
Bunch of cool instructors and what was I going to say?
And Tim.
I don't remember. And Tim.
Yeah, they had
who apparently was just up here in PA
and didn't say hello.
And never fucking let me know he was even in the state.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I'm like, come on, guys. Like they don't give a heads up at all.
I was like, motherfucker, I ought to come out and like saw you and stuff.
I would have at least tried telling people about the classes too.
Yeah.
That guy, I tell you.
They're going to be out here in a month or so, May 14th through 17th.
What are they doing out there?
The fightings of the pistols, and then the more advanced version of the fighting with the pistols.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The scary one.
Where you get beat up by the boxing gloves.
Yeah. And there's a dangerous punching bag involved too.
Oh, yeah.
Pisses the internet off.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a bunch of other things that piss the internet off too that they just don't film.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There's
Then
some things in that
later.
class. Man, I remember the first time I went through that class and got introduced to, let's just say, some advanced concepts in firearms training. Things that like that don't even like raise the blood pressure by like one bump anymore.
Yeah.
But like that class, I swear my eyes were like 4 times bigger than what they normally are. Just like, what are we doing? What's next?
See, okay, so that's funny. Because like it wasn't that scary to me. The scariest part was honestly getting choked out because it was like I went further than I done.
Yeah.
You know, like that part, I actually had a moment where I was like, this is fucking stupid. What are you doing? Because like my vision starts blurring and I'm like, he could just kill you and get away with it, you know? Well, not get away with it, but like I could just die, you know? And I was like everything starts going slow motion and graying out. And I'm like, oh. And I was like, in that moment, I was like, this is fucking dangerous. You can die, dude, you know? But then I was like, I was really grateful for it. It's like, you know, like, cause that was one thing I never had before. Downrange drills, like, that wasn't as big of a deal to me in those classes. Like that was, you know, I guess it was the first like class with people where I did more downrange stuff. I had done like another private class where we did downrange stuff, with fight training when they were around. But like in the Marine Corps, there's tons of downrange shit. They just don't call it that.
You're right.
And then they freak out about fucking fake rules when you're on the rifle range, you know? So it's like, this is where it's like, there is no actual safety standard, you know?
Yeah.
And, but it was like, yeah, for me in that class, the freakiest thing really was just getting choked out. I just hadn't gone that far getting choked before.
So my choke out story there, there were 2 relays or 2 lines of doing the choke out drill.
Mhm.
And Biggers was running one and Reed was doing the other one. Jay was helping Reed doing the gun catch, you know, like the, hey, if you're losing it. So I was a hang around at that point before I got hired. So I was helping Biggers and I was doing the gun catch. And when it's all said and done, everybody's done except me because I wasn't in either of the lines. And Biggers is like, oh, we got one more. And I was like, yeah, don't forget about me. And Dave's like, all right, turn around. And Jay like comes out of nowhere, pushes Dave away, goes, no, I got this one. Jay hadn't choke anyone out all day. Like he was just the gun catcher. And I was like, oh, I'm going to suffer for this. So now for those of you that know Jay Gibson, his forearms are like this big. And to do a rear naked choke, ideally you're trying to, you know, pinch off the arteries going to the brain. But the problem is his forearm fits from like my shoulder to the top of my head. So it's not getting in there really well. So he chose to overcome that with brute strength. And I wasn't sure if I was going to pass out or the top of my head was going to pop. The vision did go. Pew. I remember seeing a big dot was the last thing. And the slide locked back. And then he eased off of me. But the reason he had chosen to,
I was going to say, was this before or after you egged him on with the boxing?
After, like he wasn't yet done with the torturing me, because when we did the boxing glove drill, or the punch, boxing glove drill. So, you know, I'm all covered up and he's doing the, and I said, is that all you got, pussy? And he never spoke the word no, but his actions told me there was more. Because the next thing I know, instead of being covered up, my head's up in the air and I'm going, trying to get some air. And then he's like, hey, look, a chin. And I was filming. I had a camera on my head strapped to my ear pro. So somewhere there's a video of me saying that, and then the ground and the sky, and
it turns out, no, it wasn't. It wasn't all he's got.
And somewhere in Mississippi, right then, Calvin went, because that's what happens when Calvin finds something funny. He doesn't step in and help. But yeah. So later, when it came to the choke out, Jay was like, "No, I still got more for you." So yeah, good times. Now the last time I did a chokeout drill, which was a smash mouth pistol like 3 years ago, lo and behold, who shows up on the range right before we're getting ready to start it? But Sonny. And I was like, hey, now that you're here, you want to choke some people out? He's like, yes.
I thought you'd never ask.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, he was coming in for the muster that year and was teaching afterwards, I think is how it was rolling. And I was wrapping up like one of them dynamic weeks. And so I got him to be the chokeout guy, which worked out really well. Jerry showed up and Jerry did some of the boxing glove stuff because I was fucking tired because it was just me running all those. And I was like, it's going to be real easy for all you guys to like get me off of mounting you because I'm exhausted and just want to lay down in the grass. And then help showed up and I was like, oh yeah, Jerry will mount you.
You want to talk about somebody who's probably terrible at rear naked chokes?
Well, Jerry does it with a hand.
Yeah, squeeze. But like
Jerry's good. He's the one who did it to me, and it was like it was instantly working.
Well,
Like,
no, he has technique to it, but
yeah.
like if you think Jay's forearms are huge, geez,
Yeah.
like Jerry's got like Popeye forearms. Like, how does he even fit them in the notch? You know?
Yeah, he's got huge forearms and like turns wrenches on cars all the time. So
Yeah.
it's like they're just getting bigger.
Yeah, I was in a class when I was my last class I taught at tactical response. Last week I was there, I think it was. We were doing an advanced fighting pistol, and Aaron Little was in town, and he stopped by the range before he left to say goodbye. And I was like, "Hey, we're getting ready to choke people out. You want to?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And the very first guy, like he gets all situated in there, gets his arm around him, and he's like, "All right, are you ready?" And the guy went. Never even said he was ready. He was already out. Aaron was just getting fucking like in position.
Yeah, speaking of that, Javier, Aaron Little is coming here. He's gonna be at my place in Bellevue doing
Full contact gunfighting.
Yeah, but he has another name for it too. But yeah, full contact gunfighting. Yeah, fight to win or live. Yeah, and so you need to be at that, or you're a big old weirdo. So sign up for that. I think right now, if you sign up, it's $50 off too.
I'm not trying to make this a competition or anything. But in last week's live chat, Mike and I decided in order to try and entice people into coming to Aaron's class up here, we were going to give prizes away to people that were signed up for his class. And Mike is giving away. Did you say a med kit? I don't want to put you on the spot if I don't recall correctly.
For every 5 students that sign up for the class, I'm going to give away a med kit.
And those are valued at
like $160.
So pretty swell. I am giving one student 8 workshops, every citizens defense workshop in 2026, which would be valued at $800. So if 10 people show up, Mike and I are giving away $1,100 worth of stuff to help fill Aaron's class. What is it you're going to do to help fill Aaron's class?
Okay.
With his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he'll give you 500 YouTube videos for free. Let me think. I could do for 5 students, I can do one person will get a.
He's not even looking at his camera.
No, I'm looking at my closet.
Well, I'm showing you something you could give away.
Oh, that's cool too. That's cool too.
But one like that.
Is that the Bible cover or the?
Yes,
I will make
the family Bible cover.
I'll make one of those. So that's open it up and show them what it is real quick. Show them the front and back first.
Display my mirror.
Zipper on the front and back. There's Velcro underneath.
Zipper with a big old pocket. There's Velcro under this name tape, which is really cool and glows in the dark.
And on the other side too, there's a zipper.
Same on
2
the back.
flat pockets.
It also has a hanger thing on the back, like a hang loop, and a handle to carry it.
And then
there's a handles on.
Oh, you're not even using yours yet. What the heck is that?
No,
empty?
I'm still amassing the things I'm putting in it.
God damn! It's like getting gifts from my real dad. He just like, oh, thank you. I'm not going to use it.
Inside,
you didn't order me one. It doesn't use any of the shit.
I didn't even know it was coming when it came.
Yeah, it's so basically like it's a bigger version of the battery book, and it's a better version.
I need one. I need it now.
The battery book doesn't have the elastic loops on it, does it?
I've done them. Like there was variations. The original battery book, I actually sewed things for certain types of batteries into it, and I was like, this takes forever. This is retarded, and you can just use the storage cell containers instead. So that's what I went to. It's just the Velcro. But yeah, so it's like the big ass battery book, I guess I would call it. I haven't put them on my website or anything ever. But yeah, I could do one of those, and then I could do the new version of the bump bag too, which I'm planning on releasing. I ordered a little bit more material, like zippers and stuff, because I need to make those for Five Rivers Armament, and then I wanted to just take my remaining material and turn it into bags and just like clear out my stuff. I've also got the truck gun sling. Right now, I haven't put it on the website yet, but I've got a bunch of flat ones where it's flat webbing instead of the tubular webbing. It's not as comfortable on you as the tubular. The tubular is more comfortable when you're wearing it, but the truck gun sling isn't a wear your sling all the time sling. It's a I don't wear my sling all the time sling. I just need a sling. So the flat one is lighter. It's tighter to the gun. It's more out of the way when you're gripping the rifle, and it adjusts easier because it's less material inside the tri-glide. So those will be coming out too. But yeah, I'll do one of those, and I'll do a bump bag, and I'll throw a truck gun sling in with each of them.
Oh,
For per 5 signups. So one dude will get a bump bag, and one dude will get the big ass battery book.
hell yeah.
And also, this is like kind of the point of the stream. We're going to be doing a Force on Force class at Noah's over in Brookville, right?
Yes. Or we should say it's at Jessica's, because she at least is in the chat.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, hey, I just saw that. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Jessica, I talked to Aaron the other day, and he's like, or Noah. I don't know why I'm saying
Noah.
Yeah, I did talk to Aaron. Okay, let me back up. That was retarded. Okay, I talked to Aaron the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to call it Noah's place anymore. I want to always refer to it as Noah and Jessica's place because you were such a great host." Like, he was complimenting that. So, just wanted you to hear that also.
Since Jessica is here in the chat, I will never refer to it as Noah and Jessica's place unless she can't hear it. Because that's how I am.
I love the rivalry between Gary and Jess. Like,
she started it.
I know. I got to see the entirety of your like tit for tat, like brotherly, sisterly relationship that you have, where you kind of like pick at each other each time you're around, but in like the most loving way. You really enjoy seeing each other kind of like wince just a little bit, not like real pain, but more like like uncomfortable pain. Like, yeah, it's you do have like that kind of immediate sibling rivalry.
It does offer me much enjoyment. Notice I said it as in like the rivalry, not Jessica, but the rivalry entertains me. That's what I was looking for, entertainment.
She's like my favorite part of going out
there. We might be going out there a lot more.
Oh, they're building some cool stuff out there.
Yes. Which reminds me, Noah needs to let me know what will work for him to come out and help him brainstorm the layout, because I don't want to miss that. Like, I don't want.
Yeah, that would be
because the things he's building are so big. I don't want to throw in a great idea after he's already done it, and it's too big of a deal to change something. I mean, he's welcome to do whatever he wants, but I definitely want to throw every idea I have at him to pick from, so that it's we don't miss an opportunity before he has to move all that big ass shit around.
Yeah, I wonder if he's told anybody what he's kind of assembling out there.
That's why I haven't like leaked it here on the.
Yeah. Well, maybe if Jess is like, no, you should tell everybody, then maybe we can talk about it some. But like,
I want to meet their dog, because I messaged Noah the other day. I was like, dude, check out our new dog, our Anatolian. He was like, oh yeah, we got one. And I was like, what? I was just so excited that another person has an Anatolian, because they're so new to me, but I love this dog.
I like to sneak treats to it, but here's the thing: we can't go off what Jessica says, because she might be like, oh yeah, let's get Gary to leak it, so that then Noah gets off at him, and then she can sit back and watch.
She says she's unsure, so we can only vaguely refer to big things, like
at the 7 syndicate range.
Yeah, at the 7 syndicate range, which may come in 40-foot increments. Just saying.
Okay,
Mike
I
dangling
hear
out the
you.
teasers. So, but Andrew and I are going to be teaching a Force on Force class up there in, was it July?
July, yeah.
And it is, we struggled mightily with a name, and riding in the truck out to Midwest, I was like, I have to put this on the website right now from the mobile app, which is Big Commerce's mobile app is not as nice as the website, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
It's
So
the big commerce mobile app is fine. It's how Gary chooses to use it might complicate matters.
well, there are options when you're creating an item that aren't like the block's not even on the mobile app. So like the manufacturer of the product, I have a category that says Tremis Dynamics / combat art training. It didn't give me the drop down menu to pick a manufacturer of the item. I had to wait till I got home because there was just no manufacturer listed.
The desktop. Yeah.
But while I was in the truck, I was like, we need a name and we need it right fucking now because Andrew's on me about putting it on the website. So the name of it is Force on Force. I know, but it's very descriptive. Weaponology. So that is, and but it is going to, it runs similar to Andrew's Proving Grounds, similar to my Diagnostics, kind of like smashing those things together with some new twists.
Not smashing the mouth, just smashing others.
Yes, no smash mouth. And what are we gonna give something away to people that come to that?
Fuck it. Yes, I want more work.
Well, I will give away a class that people will probably. I'll give it to someone that already signed up for it. So, like a follow-on class. So, say whatever I'm running in September, I'll look to see who came to the weaponology class that already is signed up for the thing in September, and I will tell them you've won a free tuition to the class in September. They're like, but I've already paid. I'm like, well.
I could give away a spot at the next class I run in PA, whenever that is. We just don't have it on the schedule yet. That'd be easy.
That it's an easy way to do it.
Mm-hmm. All right. And I might just bring some gear and be like, all right, we could do like a some sort of Force on Force competition.
Ooh. Well, if you're going to give away gear,
the combat art suicide vest.
First Wave holsters will also give away a holster.
Ooh, are you going to give away this holster?
Actually, the last time I gave a holster away, I told them just get on the website and pick what you want.
Which, by the way, like when Gary first showed me the Trempendix, I was like, okay, it's a holster. I made a video on my Trempendix holsters, but like if you haven't watched that, I am telling you, it's the most fucking comfortable holster ever, especially like if you're carrying a light. This one is the most comfortable light bearing holster. And the bucket top, I was like, whatever, dude, I can draw my gun and reholster my gun like this without doing any of that, like when I'm seated in my car. So if you think about like scrote bags at the gas station, stuff like that, that is very important to me. And I don't have to shift my weight back. I absolutely love these holsters. I have 3 of them right now and I want more.
Well, the plan is shortly to get a prototype in your hands of a modified, because the one in your hand is the Trempendlux. So Andrew had some ideas, and we're gonna prototype those ideas from the Trempendlux, and then we're gonna do some changes, and eventually we'll settle on something that Andrew likes, and there might be a combat art Lux holster available. Don't know what it's going to be called, but since the Lux is the base model, it'll be something with the word Lux attached to it somewhere.
Man, if Andrew gets a signature holster before like Bulletin or 0 Point, I'm just saying, that's gonna sting a little bit.
Well, Andrew
Did you ask for one?
There's that.
Unknowingly for months.
There's not been an RFP for like
this only exists because of me. I'll say that. Like if I hadn't been like, wah, let me put a light on it, there would not be a light on it.
He's like, you need your appendix with a light. And I'm like, no. Eventually I was like, well, I'll see what I can do. And he's holding it. I actually I'm delivering 2 more of those on Saturday at Mike's class to one of his students.
Okay.
For a Walther PDP with his TLR7 on it.
Boo! No, just kidding. I do think I've shot PDPs. I like one of my best students runs those, but I'm like, this is so top heavy. It's weird to me.
So I don't have a PDP. I do have a PDP blue gun, and every time I pick it up, I go, I hate this, and I set it back down.
Jessica said you can tell, and I think that's about the thing.
He said you can tell. All right.
Oh. Wow. I mean,
you let the cat out of the bag already, Mike, with a little bit. If you want to make the big delivery,
I am the leak. You know that has happened before.
Apparently.
You can't tell me that something that comes in 40-foot increments is revealing enough. That was a pretty good tease.
I think I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
Shipping containers turning into a mount town.
Into a what?
Mount town.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's exactly it. So maybe my hints are not very subtle.
Well, maybe some folks are like, I don't know anything that comes in 40-foot lengths. I only know one thing that comes in 40-foot lengths.
Yeah, Noah's started acquiring shipping containers to turn into a combat town.
That's so cool,
isn't it?
At least I'm going up there. I'd like to think that if Mike can free up his schedule for a day, he'll go up too, and help plot like how to orient it, so that it can be used for both Sims and live fire stuff. So, like the live fire won't be we're blasting the fucking shipping containers apart, but it might be used that we can do live fire from the mount town towards where the berms are. But we got ideas. We talked about complex ideas, phases of ideas, and then at some point later I can do this, which means, again, I'm not going to leak that yet. But we need to make sure we don't fuck ourselves for doing something in the future because we made the town facing east instead of west or whatever. Right. So definitely looking forward to going up there and helping them brainstorm, where to put stuff and how to orient it. As a fellow who has worked with metal most of his life, you don't have to, you can get creative with it because we can weld and cut and do more than just have a big rectangle. Mm-hmm. I will come up and do all of the labor for free.
You heard it here, folks. A promise of free welding labor.
And trust me, most folks do not want to pay what I charge for welding because the rate is retarded because I don't want to do it.
Yeah, some people still get you to,
for a dream mount town that you get to use that. Worth
now,
it.
Like if Noah said, well, you can't teach here, but I still want your help building it. I'd be like, oh, you can't afford everything I'm about to charge you.
No, he probably could.
Yeah, he's got Jefferson Davis money.
Jefferson Davis money.
Jessica said, Gary, I'll pay you in chicken nuggies. But Jessica, that's Gary. It's not Zach Bush.
Well, I mean, I do like some boneless wings, but I do eat other stuff too.
When Zach came to Kentucky for one of the classes I was teaching, I was joking with Jerry of Prepared Patriot about how Zach eats like a 5-year-old, and I was like, yeah, he just likes like chicken nuggets and peanut butters and jelly sandwiches, and that was like kind of the thing that you guys were talking about when I was there for the muster. And when Zach got there, I was like, hey, hurry up, get ready, because we're gonna go to a chicken nugget restaurant. He went, oh, really? He was really excited. I was like, the world's greatest chicken nugget restaurant.
So Zach is teaching a class in Michigan. I don't remember when, but it's when Mike is teaching his Day Zero radio class. So whenever the fuck that is, Mike.
Yeah, April 18th, I
Dude.
believe.
Sounds
Talk
great.
about that class.
And I am thinking about bailing on Mike's Day Zero radio class and driving to Michigan for Zach's class. I normally would invite Mike to go with me, but he's busy.
Yeah, I would I might go with you anyway. No.
Be like, all right, everyone, yeah, we're gonna teach radio in a convoy. Follow us to Zach's.
Yeah. Well, actually, that would be a lot of convoy training. 11 hours straight of convoy.
It's only 7.5 hours from my house to the spot where Zach will be.
Well, there's a Popeye stop in there somewhere.
Indeed. Zach probably doesn't even like Popeye, so I got to get it before I get there.
Wait, have you guys had Raising Cane's yet?
Yes.
You like it?
No.
Boo. You like
Yeah,
Popeyes but not Raising Cane's?
Bro, if like Popeyes is just like head and shoulders above Raising
No.
Cane's.
Popeyes has the sandwich.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to say what's on the sandwich. It just has a capital T, the. Because it is the sandwich.
Like, you know,
all
like,
all the access you guys have to great restaurants up there. I am so shocked that you lower yourself down to eating Popeyes.
lower ourselves down. That is the epitome of the fast food ecosystem. There is no other. There is only the sandwich.
I will say this. My favorite food in the whole world is cheeseburgers. And I will take a Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich over any cheeseburger that I don't make.
I have been getting retarded on cheeseburgers, so when I am up there, I will make you cheeseburgers.
I even like cheese on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, dude, Jay always gets, he's in the chat, but Jay always gets pissed that they put cheese on his burger. The other day I was talking to him and he was pissed that he asked for cheese this time and they didn't. And I'm just like, dude, it's like a curse on you.
He probably got waitered as well. Also, the Jay Gibson curse. So what we're going to pimp Mike's radio class.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's live April 18th here in the Allentown area. We've held it here twice before. It is I think it's a great class. Like, obviously I'm biased, but it's probably my favorite class to teach because I've done it, a bunch of times and it's real smoothed out and I got like all the kinks worked out and it works really well. And I think students have they've really responded well from it. So it's definitely one of my favorite things to teach. And the goal was to get one last offering in before the next weekend where we're doing, I'm holding my first advanced radio course, which is, I still keep coming up with a plan for that. Like, I know exactly what I want to teach because Day Zero radio is all about like, okay, it's literally day zero. You open that box for the first time. What do you need to know? Like, and while other trainers out there, they'll go deep into stuff on a day zero, like, oh, here's what, like radio signals are and, electromagnetic theory and all that stuff, which is great for understanding. I wanted to condense that day down into as tight a package you possibly could with like, okay, here's a lecture, 4 hours of lecture, and then 3 to 4 hours worth of practical exercise, which pulls it all together. The thing is, you don't get a lot in that day. Like, it's not very comprehensive, but it's very targeted and allows you to leave that day feeling confident that you can pull in, or you could use a radio to organize a team to accomplish a goal. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm super jazzed about that. then I, over the years, I've realized that like there are some key concepts that would be great to start adding on. So I was like, all right, I've always been reluctant with 0 Point to do an advanced class because my whole philosophy is I just want to get people in the door and then push them out to my friends. But there's some advanced radio concepts that I wanted to really dive into, like defeating terrain and ComSec and SIGINT stuff and things that are like highly practical, but not too deep into the nerd stuff. We do a little bit of nerd stuff, but yeah. So April 18th, we're doing the day 0. I wanted to get that in so that the next weekend people had an opportunity if they wanted to take the advanced class too. Cause people have been asking me for the advanced class for years, and we've got some signups so far. The advanced class is definitely going to happen, but the day 0, we need some people. We need signups, but yeah, it's a fun class. I think you got to see like a few minutes of it in at the summit. I did
I loved the PowerPoint you had. I was like, okay, this is like perfect, exactly the simple points. And because like I've done 0 to Hero like I think 3.5 times, so like I'm very versed in that one. And so like watching the things that you're hitting the points, I was like, that's great. Like especially with the concept of day 0, which everyone fucking needs for radios, because there's like I have one student who is a super nerd on radios, and he literally like there's this thing where civilians can come help in case of an emergency in Florida. Like he's like one of the head dudes there now. Yeah. And he's, has he has HF where he's communicating to different continents and shit. But like, for most people, they're not that, and even for me, like every time because I don't use my radios, and that's the problem. Like I need to actually use them to retain. But like every time I take the class or see stuff about it, I'm like, all right, this is good, to get the refresher. And when I was seeing what you were teaching, I was like, yes, this is the perfect, like what they need to see right now.
Because what the challenge is, most people when they're teaching that subject, and this isn't putting anybody down, because here's the thing, most people who teach that stuff are so fucking smart. Like they're the smartest dudes in the room because they're nerds. I have a bit of a nerd side for sure. Like I'm a tech guy. I'm highly nerd like adjacent. Let's put it that. Like I try to pull myself away from it every chance that I can. And when people were like I'd taken a few of these classes and they would call them the beginner class. And the first thing that you learn in the beginner class is radio theory, antenna construction, and wavelengths in how, and then formulas on how far the cathode or the antenna arm should be for using a certain wavelength in the 200 megahertz band. And I'm like, what could this possibly be for? And I sat there in that class going, I wish somebody would just teach me how to talk on the radio. Like, I know that's simple, you pick it up over time, but I wish somebody would lay out for me, like, what is the purpose of it? Why do we use the cadence and the pattern that we do? And what is it? Because like, if you pick up a radio for the first time, you're listening to people. It's like, hey, he said like, hey, you, this is me. Well, why does he do that? Well, and then explaining to people, it's like, well, it's double confirmation, and people like that way you understand, because it's open and there's no, you're not connecting to another person on that line. It's everybody listening all at once. So like, I find that helping, like I built the class. That's really what it came down to. I needed that for me to understand, like, what could I do with a radio? Not how does it work? Because a lot of the classes dealt with how they work. I will say Evan does an amazing class. I love him, and I've hosted him up here several times, and I'm doing that again. I just need to line up some dates with him. But like, I think it's a complementary class, and that's everything that I want to do in teaching is the complementary. Like, hey, I just want to get people in the door and give them the highest dose, good time, confidence booster that they can on that first interaction. And
yeah, and it's important. That's the other thing. Like, people don't realize how important it is. Just like most motherfuckers don't have any medical gear or skills.
yeah,
You know, and for people thinking about that right now too, like, do I really need to get into radio right now? Well, right now, what are the terror attacks supposedly that are going to happen? I'm going to say they're all false flags that will happen, but potentially the thing that people are talking about, the thing that they've been talking about for quite a while, is the power grid going down. That means your cell phone doesn't work. But fucking line of sight, unless it's a huge EMP that wrecks your radios, line of sight radio will work.
yeah. Think of it this way: how many times in the last 5 years can most people in the United States point to a day where the comms went down? And you could probably make the argument that it was probably calculated and malicious, but all of them were played off as, oh, well, there was like a 0 carried over in the wrong space. Like they all of them got played off as, well, it was just a mistake. Sorry. AT&T goes down for multiple days. Like, and while it doesn't seem that debilitating to a lot of people because they're not directly in the outage, how easy can that outage be expanded? How easy is it for you to all of a sudden be in that outage? And what if that outage, this is the big game of all prepping, right? What if that particular thing landed on you that day? Because most people would be like, oh, well, I would just call for help. With what? Like, with what? What are you going to call for help with? And even if you did have that Baofeng in a box, which most people have, they're like, oh yeah, it's like the Baofeng has become the Glock 19 or the high point of radios. I refer to it as a high point. Like, it's that thing that they put in the nightstand and say, well, when the day comes, I'll just be able to grab that thing and just slay them all like John Wick.
Yep, I might get it, and just like my gun, I'm gonna load the magazine, and then I'm gonna load the gun, just like I'm gonna charge my battery that day.
Yep, the battery's gonna be there. Well, I will say that Baofengs have this amazing ability to always be charged. I don't know. There's some sort of like thermonuclear cell within them. They do last a long time. I will give them that.
But just like Hollow Suns, they will all stop working when the Chinese invade.
Oh yeah, 100%. And also, if your house has any level of humidity in it, up to and including a shower in a different room that sometimes gets used, the amount of humidity in the air could be what compromises a Baofeng radio. Like, those things are not waterproof or water resistant in any way. Like, people get
every time I use one, I'm hesitant talking to it that my breath is going to disable the radio because it's moist.
Yeah, you can't talk to it in a haughty tone, you know, like, hey, it's too much more for it. But yeah, like, that's what people think is like they can just take those radios and just run them.
Well, yeah, the thing like that my algorithm is showing me is everyone's talking about 3 days without power is going to happen, and I just am like thinking about like, okay, like, God, please let me move to Mayo and get my homestead set up before that, you know. But like, if I were here, you know, with these two busy roads outside my place, then and now I've got to protect this place, and it's day 2 without power. I'm gonna be really curious as to what the fuck is going on, you know. And then day 3, when you start seeing signs of desperation, which you probably will see earlier than that, if the whole, you know, like city has no power for a whole day, you'll probably see desperation before that. But like day 3, when I think things would be a lot crazier than those days, I'm going to really be curious as to what the fuck is going on. And I would like to be able to at least tune in and listen.
I saw 2 events in my lifetime that are just off the top of my head, things that give me all the confidence that I need to espouse to people that this is an important skill set and an important thing that they need to know. Katrina was absolutely game changing for waking people up to the realities of our modern infrastructure, the ability for government to completely fail people, and also I won't even just put it straight on government, but just the shit sandwich stacking up so high that there is just no way that any amount of preparation can combat that, right? Like it was bad. It was bad on so many levels. Yeah, systemic failure, but that level of disaster is absolutely. We saw it fucking happen, and then just a few years later, it wasn't even a long amount of time. I saw Superstorm Sandy roll up the East Coast, and I got to experience it firsthand in New Jersey. Like power level, like I had no power for 13 days. In a modern society, like I would bet you there were parts of Katrina that came back on, or New Orleans that came back on shorter than 13 days. And that was the median time in New Jersey then. Parts of down by the shore where it was rocked by hurricane stuff, it was literally 3 to 4 weeks before they even got into the areas to fully evacuate people. And this wasn't even the summer. This was like people had a significant chance of dying of exposure because I think it was October or November. It was cold enough that I bugged out of my house to go to a different location that had heat. So
Yeah.
Like I saw these things happen, and if they happen long enough, how do you get help? How do you stay connected with the people that are going to help you, that you've agreed to help, that you can stay connected with? It's not going to be your phone, and it's not going to be the internet. Those two things go away completely. Like they do not have it. Like if you're relying on the infrastructure of others, if it's land-based, it's not redundant. It's just not like, because as soon as power goes down, like communication infrastructure goes down after 8 to 10 hours because all the diesel generators run out in the emergency, in like all the emergency cell towers.
Yeah.
So we saw it. And then you could point to a bunch of others like Helen, North Carolina. What was the name of that? The crazy flooding that came through North Carolina just last year, the year before.
Yeah, Helena. Yeah.
Helena. Evan went down and took care. Like he was down in North Carolina at the time. We knew a bunch of people going down, mounting rescue missions down there, using radios, setting up emergency repeaters, getting in touch with public service, emergency service crews, getting in touch with helicopters, mounting rescue missions, like recoveries, like everything was done through simplex radio, or not. That's line of sight radio.
Mm-hmm.
And what more proof do people need? Like there. Sorry, I get heated on this topic because like so many people, like especially in our circles, sometimes it's tough to sell the radio class because it's not sexy. It doesn't have a round count. And that's there are some people that are just like, I'm a surface level trainer, like a surface level student. I will do the things that are fun. And they don't, the radio stuff can be fun. Learning is fun, but they won't invest in the soft skills. They won't invest in leadership, de-escalation, radio communications, navigation skills. Like those are
I would say you should take a radio class before you should take a rifle class.
I would agree. I think you're more likely to use that skill and have it as a backup somewhere. I don't think anybody ever would. I know I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have gotten interested in radios until I got interested in guns. That's fine.
Yeah.
But just medical is the thing everybody should learn. Especially nowadays after becoming an EMT. Medical.
And I was going to ask that. Do you have a day zero medical yet?
Yeah, I just held one in February. We held our first. It was a free class. I think I'm going to commit to always offering that as a free class because I think it's just so important to get people that knowledge. And like so many people do great medical classes that I'd rather get them in and then help get them a basis of knowledge and then push them out to like other stuff. I would say you should do a not free class also. There's going to be other stuff too. And I also use it as a loss leader. Basically, like I try to then recruit people for the other classes that we do and show them like, okay, well, this is why we think this is so important. But I truly believe that particular piece of knowledge, like the medical stuff, is so fucking important. Like it is something that you can use almost any day, like far more likely than any other piece of information that you can learn.
One of my favorite things, so a good way you can embarrass someone is when they say, I don't need training and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
and you just go
cover.
hand them a tourniquet and say, put this on.
Yeah.
And then just walk and hit a timer. Like just doing that. I have done that to a person before, and they were a lot more humble with their words around me after that.
Yeah.
But I also, it's like another thing, I've been shooting guns my whole life. I don't need train, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Another guy, I just held up a tourniquet. I went, what is this? And you're like, I don't know. And I went, okay, so if you don't know how to use this, you will die in 1 minute when you need it. Like it's as simple as fucking that. And then same thing with radios. It's like, okay, hey, we just bought another 1,000 rounds and mags just to up our stockpile, right? We should have bought radios, honestly. Thinking about it now, I've had night vision in my brain more, but I was also like, fucking ammo's cheap right now as far as the deal I could get, whatever. But the thing is that a radio transmission can get you tens of thousands of rounds with people ready to shoot them at the people who want to hurt you.
You could, yeah. I don't
thing with your cell phone. This is like one of the most important EDC items everyone carries.
That's a radio,
and one of the most undervalued items.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the same advice, and it really isn't for you so much as it is for, I've given this advice within the last week to somebody else that was also looking at like, hey, my plan is to get night vision. I need to get night, because it's cool. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I mentioned something about radios. Oh, it was something to do with Ear Pro, running the helmet, soft cap, blah, 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 blah. Your Peltors. And I was like, I don't have Peltors. I'm like, well, that's the easiest way to plug into your radio. I don't have a radio. I'm like, cool. You should buy a radio first. And they were like, oh yeah, because you can get like a Baofeng for like $25. I was like, you should buy like HD2 for like $250. And I don't even know if $250 is the right cost for an HD2. But he was like, well, I can always get that later. And I said, but if you're looking at $4,000 on night vision, I just pick a number, and $250 for after that for a radio, if you reverse those two, you'll have all the time it takes you to save $4,000 to get good on your radio. And if you buy the night vision first, you'll save up for the radio in like 2 weeks after the night vision. So you'll have an extra 2 weeks of night vision before you start learning your radio, or you can have an extra 1.5 years of radio practice before you buy your night vision.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd buy the radio right now. And I mean, I don't know if the guy's going to do it. But if you're out there in the comment section thinking of you need those two things, if you get the radio while you're saving for your night vision, it probably won't delay your night vision very long, but you'll have a whole lot of time to get good on the radio. So then you can be good on the radio in the dark later.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's a magic pill, like, because I'm one of those guys that's like, look at your situation, right? Like if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you don't have the skills to run like a ham radio, HF rig, whatever. And more importantly, you don't have someone to talk to. Is a radio as important as night vision for your particular situation? Maybe not.
Motherfucker needs to get some friends. That's what he should do first.
Because if you don't have somebody to talk to, there's no point in a radio. Like you need the ability to then use it. Like just having it isn't enough. And if you have no intent of talking to anybody ever, if you're like, no, I'm a lone wolf and I don't intend to ever ask for help or coordinate with any other person in the world. I don't know why a lone wolf has some sort of poor, like really bad Texas accent, but like that is okay. I'm not going to argue with you. You don't need a radio. but you need something. Like you should be finding the things that are most effective for you. I find that for most people that they undervalue that as a skill, as a need in their tactical repertoire.
Dude, but like you guys highlighted something very important, find friends, because there's a couple examples I can think of. One thing is I'm in a couple preppers groups. I don't like look at them on Facebook, but I see the posts. The funniest one is consistently they'll post a picture of a gun they got and then go, what should I add to this? Zero motherfuckers ever say add some training to it.
Yeah.
They just put stuff to put on the gun.
Yeah.
And then
red dot.
another thing is like, how do I find, like, I've heard it so many times, like, how do I start building a prepper community, or how do we start our own militia and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, here's what you do. Go take fucking train classes, because guys who actually take this seriously are there. And they want to be friends with you if you take it seriously. It's literally that simple. And another one with the downrange drills, right? There's a comment I consistently see is like, I don't trust anyone to do that drill with me. And I'm like, dude, your friends are fucking fags then. Like, you need better friends if you don't trust them to do that. Your friends all suck, and you suck too if you don't trust anyone in the world to do a downrange drill with.
Yeah, you need to open yourself up to other people. Like if you can't fathom trusting anybody to that point, you need to find better people in your life.
Yeah, enjoy trusting the cops to that then.
Yeah. Like all you've done at that point, in my opinion, is surround yourself with people that you don't trust.
Yeah.
Like there is a lot, man. I didn't think we'd get this deep in the live stream, but like, if there's one thing that pays off more than anything else in life, it's having people around you that you believe in and you trust implicitly. Like that is the most, and it's the unspoken thing about training. Like that is the best part of it, is like you find people that you connect with, that you believe in, that you trust, that you want to train with, that you want to learn from, that you want to teach, that you want to do all this other stuff. It's the best part, and you have to do it. Like that's how you become successful.
Yeah, it's like especially after like going into this as my job, like now I'm at this weird point where it's like I just don't hang out with other people. We've got some people that, like, my wife is friends with moms and they're bringing their kids over. Like tomorrow, some parents are coming over and bringing their kids. Our kids are going to play and we're going to hang out. But I'm also slightly just like trying to be like, yeah, man, come to a class sometime, because we talk about it, they're interested in it. I just don't try to push it on them. But like the dudes I like actually like want to hang out with, the people I talk to all the time are right here, and it's like when people are like, oh, I talked to this crazy liberal, and I'm like, I just don't interact with those people anymore. Like it's awesome. They only started.
I hear people start their story with like, I was talking to my friend who's a Bernie bro. And I'm like, oh, I don't even know anybody. I mean, I'm not faulting someone if they love Bernie Sanders. I mean, I can do that if we want, but I'm like, I don't even know where to find that dude, like, easily. I'm sure I live in a college town. I bet you I can go find one, but I can't just ring one up. I don't.
Yeah.
Now you asked for a dude that's been to a fucking long range precision class and which one they recommend over others. I got a fucking list of people on my phone I can scroll through and be like, oh, this guy's been to a bunch of them. He'll tell you what one he likes most.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it baffles me that people have these that they don't self-select down to what they like most.
People feel obligated. They feel obligated to be to expose themselves to the nonsense of others. Like it's the best way I can explain it. Like, this is what everyone does. They just tolerate. And I'm not saying be intolerant. That's not the point. It's okay. Well, I can be tolerant of ideas and also intolerant of letting you waste my time. So
yeah.
Like I am a big fan at this point in my life, and I've made a few posts about it that people should gatekeep fucking everything that's important to them. Big things like I'm
Yeah.
gatekeeping my family away from fucking weirdos to I like this video game and I'd like to gatekeep it from the casual, drive-by fan. Sure, it's like you enjoy it, gatekeep the fuck right out of it. To quote Tim Morris, don't have time to not gatekeep. I ain't got time for it. I don't know how many years I got left, but it isn't to listen to somebody else's bullshit. I'm going to gatekeep people out of the things I like and just hang out with those folks and talk to them.
Yeah. I mean, to go against what Mike said, I guess, become intolerant, in a way though, but it's not like, it's not a total intolerance. It's just like, just don't tolerate bullshit, and don't tolerate the wrong people being around things that are important to you,
Yeah.
Well, for instance, we talked earlier about the fact that Andrew sends me 8 to 12 videos a week that I don't watch.
Yeah.
I think the world of Andrew, and I'm pretty sure if he's sending me a video, I probably also could appreciate said video, and I still ain't got time for it.
Yeah, and for the record, I don't give a shit. I'm just like, oh yeah, he might like this too. Like if I see a thing, like, and if you look at your Instagram, you're just getting my algorithm. I'm trying to fuel yours too. Like no one knows what I'm talking about.
Well, for those out there that are wondering, when Andrew's like, "Oh, Gary needs to know something." He doesn't need to act on it right now, but he needs this information. As opposed to like, I will bring up my phone, pick an app, and send. He can read this whenever he wants. Instead, he gets that same app, turns the front-facing camera on, sends the thing he needs me to know, and then hits send. I was like, God damn, dude, you couldn't even type.
No, dude, it's way more fun. Aaron Little loves that too. He's like, this is the most fun way of messaging. He's like, you can just have something in your hand. I'm like, yes, you can, Aaron. I love messaging this way. It's fun. It's way more fun. You can just put a joke into it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, enjoy my conversation. You know what pisses me off? And now you're gonna do it to me. When someone, it's a boomer thing, okay? So it's like it's like I would get this from my grandparents.
And then grandparents would tell us so that we can do it to them.
Yeah, it's when you put a ... in a place that makes it weird. Like, hey, just checking in on you, ... and then like, hope you're doing well, ... and they don't mean it that way. They don't mean it like, oh, you never talked to me, and I've blah, blah. But it makes it weird because you fucking typed it that way. If you send a video, it's not weird. It's you can't. It's harder to misinterpret a video, and you don't have to. That's another thing. Like adding emojis.
Dotted you twice, by the way, while you were talking.
Okay. All right. Make sure you add emojis to it to react to things I say to you.
Don't put a lip at the end of statement. That's like saying to somebody, "Hey, are you coming over here? Break." like what's coming next? Did he die mid-sentence?
Although I do want to start doing it where I'm holding a radio, videotaping myself and making the noise.
Dude, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take 2 radios. I'm going to set one in this room with my phone in front of it and talk from downstairs on the other radio. So you're watching a video of just my radio lighting up as I broadcast.
You're not going to, because you'll have to edit the video down.
No, I'm going to do it for phone calls. Like we're going to video chat that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna hear. I'm gonna hear little footsteps running down the stairs. At the beginning.
I don't think that's within the FCC guidelines, Gary. I'm just saying. We're gonna have to report you.
Okay.
Who are they sending? A couple of guys in a minivan?
I'll be very disappointed if that's what I get. Like, how many FCC guys have to come before the FBI goes, shit, we're running out of FCC guys. We better go out there.
Why are these FCC guys all shaking when I answer the door?
None of them come back, but there's a bunch of white minivans on fucking 4th Street.
That was something I was proud of. Like Jaeger had done a video. He was like, I want them to have to draw straws on who comes to my door, you know. And then last time I got subpoenaed and a sheriff's it was for the Oath Keepers. If y'all want the full rundown, they're out of they were at January 6th and they were like, oh no, Oath Keeper guys, we're in camo at January 6th, fucking straight to jail. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't hurt anyone. They didn't whatever. It was all bullshit. We know that. Anyways, they're out. I'm talking to them and I'm planning on doing a podcast with them about their experience. We had a date scheduled, but then we were sick. We weren't able to make it happen, but we should get the full story out there eventually. But you can watch some other Jones video that they did about me. They make me look really fucking good, which especially I appreciated because the video that they took clips from wasn't that good because I was new to teaching. I didn't have the lingo all like nailed down to my presentations, but they made it look awesome, put whooshing noise and stuff. But yeah, so when all that was happening, I got subpoenaed from the prosecutor, and the last time I got subpoenaed, they sent a sheriff's deputy over, and I was on the couch with my baby, and I was like, I look outside, I see the squad car, I'm like, oh fuck, all right. And so I walk the baby to the bedroom. I'm like, hey, just stay in here. I'm gonna walk outside. This is what's happening. And I walked out, and the dude is shaking. And I was like, he's like, are you Andrew? I went, yes. And he was like, I have a subpoena for you. I went, okay, I'll take it. But I was like, damn, that guy's fucking nervous. I mean, I did take a while coming out too, so I can kind of get it, but I was kind of proud of that.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was a kind of a nerve-wracking time. Although
I only ever had somebody come up to my door once that had a badge, and I was like, they ring my doorbell, and like they have a badge on, and like I open the door, and they're like, "Hi, are you so and so?" I'm like, do you have a warrant? And they're like, what? I'm like, no, I'm not interested. And I start closing the door, and she's like, but I'm not. I'm from the Internal Revenue. What? Yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania Internal Revenue Service. I'm like, for what? She's like, you applied for a tax, Pennsylvania sales tax license. I'm like, wait, yeah, for real? Like, you're from the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue or whatever? She's like, yeah, I have to follow up. Or she's like, I choose to follow up in person with anybody who submits a sales tax license. I'm like, well, that's fucking stupid. Like, because I am not inclined to open my door for people that come with a badge on. Like, what is? Do you often get good results that way? Like, this doesn't seem smart. Like, and then I was like, okay, we could chat. Like, and she was just literally going through like, this is what you need to do, and like, you need to submit your payments, and like, I'm like, this is the meme. Like, this could have been an email. Like, you literally, this entire interaction could have been an email.
Yeah. Meetings are bullshit all the time.
Yeah. I'll even accept a phone call. Like, hey, this is so-and-so from this. Can I talk to you about this thing that you did? Yeah, for sure. Like, I submitted a application for a license. Sure, I will talk to you, but don't just show up unannounced at my door. That's not okay for anybody.
It's retarded behavior.
Yeah, that's not okay. Like, don't do that. Like,
well, dudes, it has been a great night.
Yep, been like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was there a particular thing we wanted to talk about that we hit it all?
Force on Force going on at Noah and Jessica's July 18th and 19th, and is underneath hosted classes on Tremendous Dynamics website. On my website is only on the calendar because it links to Gary's class. That way it's not like he has tickets, I have tickets, and gets annoying like that. I'm like, you handle that part, I'll put a link. And then we're also doing a class together in Texas, November 6th through 8th. What
Yes.
town is that again?
Paducah.
Yeah, there you go. I was about to say Patagonia, and that is not right.
And I gotta say, screw going to each of their websites to do it. What you should do is go to bulletin.net.
You know
where
what's
it lists
great?
all of those things in one place.
They are there on bulletin.net. Now, what I don't know is if like the weaponology class is on Andrew's bulletin.
It's not, because I've barely gotten my website up to date to where it's at right now.
And
still more up to date than Lewis's website.
The dynamic gunfighter in Paducah is on my bulletin subpage, but I don't know if it's on Andrew's bulletin subpage.
It's fine as long as you could have double entries on there. It's not a big deal. But which one are you looking for to see if it's on there, Andrew?
What's that?
You're because you have 7 events currently on bulletin.net, which I put there.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
See, I'll just have you do it.
Well, I've been trying to make some back end innovations, which that sounds naughty, but I've got some programming that I've been doing where
back end innovations from the man with the most leaks.
But I've been able to scrape web pages and be able to and integrate into Bulletin. So,
dude, that's sick. That's so cool.
Yeah, as long as the formatting doesn't get weird, like Gary, that guy.
Oops.
He likes to break his own websites. But
I will say this: when I screwed the formatting up, I put everything on my website, and the first thing I did after that was text Mike and be like, "Hey, I don't think your scraper is going to work because this is what I did."
Yeah. And then it took me 3 hours to then figure out how his new format could be incorporated into the new scraper. But anyway, so check out bulletin.net, bulletn.net, and find all the training on there that you can. It may not all be on there because sometimes trainers are pains in the asses and they make their classes weird on their website. But I'm trying to get everything in one spot.
Yeah.
Speaking of classes, isn't there one this weekend?
There is one. Yeah. There is Day Zero Land Nav on Saturday. Still slots open if anybody wants to jump in.
I will be there.
I know you will be.
I'm running my first basic pistol class.
Oh,
I'm actually very excited for that. I took my.
You can't do that. That's my gig. I can't.
That's not Day Zero.
There's only one person that can do beginner stuff. You know, like there's.
Yeah.
I love it when people are like, "There's only one person that can do anything."
You can't do that. Somebody else does it.
Dude, a dude got mad at me for teaching G-Rap, and he was like, "You're stealing." He was like, "You're taking my stuff and teaching it." And I'm like, "Dude, the G is a guy's name in G-Rap, and it's not your fucking name."
My favorite thing in the world is when people like they because obviously I get compared to Evan, like, and there's no comparing to Evan. That dude is insanely successful and super smart and the nicest guy ever. I'm only some of those things, but he's like, they're like, "Oh well, Mike can't teach radio because Evan teaches radio." I'm like, I'm pretty sure we could both teach it, and we both teach it in different ways. Like,
yeah,
it's okay. Like,
yeah.
and I support him. So like when all these people are like, you can't, like, this guy versus this guy, I'm like, oh, we both teach and train with each other. Like we understand there is differences and there's okay things with that, but people are just such like they have to hold on to their idolatry.
I heard about that happening and it being like, I don't think the people getting mad about that had trained with either of you.
No.
Or anywhere for quite a while, you know?
Yeah. or if they had even talked to either one of us, we'd both be like, "Oh, that dude's awesome." Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's so silly.
When Mike started 0 Point training, I got text messages from people. Do you know what Mike's doing? Yeah.
He's training you.
Is that okay? Yeah. I probably played a larger part in making him do that than you know.
Yeah, next other trainers will teach draw stroke and reloads. Like
Yeah.
okay,
Be like, nope, only one guy does it. If you didn't get it from Colonel Cooper, you cannot draw your gun. You have to just carry it in your hand. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty valid technique too. Where do you keep your gun? In my hand. Where do you store it when you have to use that hand? In the other hand.
It's a backup hand.
Mouth index. Like swimming.
Very pirate-like.
Oh my god. I could do so many fun AI videos.
And then the guns are going to wind up being like cake, and you just eat them.
When you run out of tourniquets, but still have a suicide vest. Ashley finally understood that joke. Like I had said it so many times adjacently to her, but I had been saying it to like you guys, and then she was like, that would be so like off the wall, insane and funny to just be like wearing that all the time. I'm like, yeah, exactly. The most fucking trump card EDC item you can possibly own. Like, nice bill drill. How are you with a dead man switch?
My EDC is mutually assured destruction. Like,
You know, it would be great. You go into like Dunkin' Donuts or someplace with a counter, and like you're holding the dead man switch in your suicide vest, and then when like you're like, hey, can I get I don't even know what the fuck. The great one, isn't that the big size of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts? And a chocolate frosted. That'd be $3.50, and then you just hand the dead man switch to someone and say, "Hold on to that, would you?
Don't let go."
And then be like, all right, I'll take that back.
If you had two buttons and it was kind of like two things, so you could be like, "Here, press that button. Do not let go."
And then if they do, just have it set up to like a little klaxon on your vest that goes.
It's like people make that joke like, hey, are those guns registered? And they go, hey, are those level 4 plates? And you'd be like, hey, are those registered? Like, hey, what's the blast radius for?
What's the blast radius of Semtex and ball bearings?
Oh, by the way, so I wanted to do maybe this would be a good live stream topic for next time, but I wanted to do a video just talking about how Hollywood and the media has always tried to make like CIA Black Ops type shit like look super cool so that like people just support it, right? You ever seen the movie Swordfish?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Halle Berry?
Yeah. You remember what they did in that with the bank robbery? And they had
she was in her underwear.
She was topless in that movie.
All right, we're talking about suicide vests now. All right, get your mind out of the gutter.
I don't recall suicide vest in that movie.
Oh, dude, it's right in the beginning. So if you see it, just watch that beginning part.
Dude, if I put that movie on, I'm going to watch it further than that. Remember the part we talked about just moments ago?
Well, all right, but yeah, they did suicide vests wired to dog collars that, like, if they stepped outside the electric fence, they went off.
Hmm.
Oh.
And it was that, like, I remember seeing that as a kid and be like, whoa, that's the fucking craziest bank robbery I've ever seen. But that's a good movie. But it's also gay because it's the whole like, ooh, CIA is so badass, we should like those guys. It was like, no, they're evil. They do bad things. Although I also have a theory that, have you seen From Paris with Love?
No.
You can watch.
Is Halle Berry in that one?
Jesus Christ, no. John Travolta is, and he's in both movies. So I'm like, that's like the same character. I'll bet there's like film theories out there about it.
Well, if you want another movie that really makes the CIA look not great, but also makes you go, huh, fucking Sicario is just
Love those.
yeah, like it's totally one of those movies that's like the grayest of gray movies. Like I feel like that's probably the truth. Like, oh, we're gonna manipulate our own police services to join us on operations so that we can then break laws about working in like US territories against foreign influences working in you. Like, it's just like, it's hard to follow, but then you're like, this, and then there's just so much like sleazy bullshittery. Yeah, like super sleazy. It's such a good movie.
If you like watching like analysis videos about movies too, watch the ones about Sicario. They're so fucking cool.
Yeah.
There's so much in those movies that are kind of like just you glance over, but then when you look at how well those movies are really done as a work of art, they're amazing. It's like Apocalypse Now. After I watched people like explaining all the motifs and reoccurring themes in it, I was like, holy shit, this movie is like my favorite.
I think I know we were going to end this thing like 5 minutes ago. The border crossing scene in Sicario, easily top 5 gun moments, like gun movie moments of all time. Like it is. I hope that if shit ever happens, I do shit as well as those guys did in that movie. Like in that scene.
It demonstrates how fast violence can happen very well.
Oh yeah, and how important it is to recognize it before, like to not be reactive, but to take whatever actions you can to be proactive in addressing things and like, you know, posturing to it. You know, it's oh my God. I just rewatched that like a couple days ago. I was like, this is so good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I want to do the mindset movies. I did a video with Kayla at Attack Response about 28 Days Later. Fucking great movie. Rewatch that if you haven't watched it in a while and think about the lessons that are in that movie. But we did a podcast. I just need to get like the files and mash them together. I need them to send it to me. But it was a really fucking good podcast. I can't wait to put that out. But I want to do more of those. Like Sicario would be a really good one to do it on.
Count me in. I'm in. Like I want to do it. I love movies.
Okay.
I love talking about all the stuff outside of movies.
Okay. Gary, down?
Sure, why not?
All right, we need to rewatch Sicario. Take bullet point notes of things that happen that you can learn from, and then we'll just do a live stream on.
God, that'll be so
That's
good.
all good.
So here's the deal, Andrew. You are in charge of this.
Okay.
So you need to pick a day that we're going to talk about it, so that we know it ahead of time. Because what I don't want to do is go downstairs and watch Sicario again tonight, take some notes, and then sometime in August film
yes
us talking about it and me going, well, I have notes, but I don't fucking remember anything about what this says. Like I need to time that kind of, you know, somewhere in the right time frame of.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, Tuesday night, the 24th.
This coming Tuesday, I can't do this coming Tuesday.
Okay. All right, we'll figure it out after this.
Yeah.
So
tell me what day next week will work for you guys. I'm good for any night next week. Except the 28th would probably be retarded for me.
So I have a class on the 28th, so that's no good for the weekend.
I have your class on the 20th.
But yeah.
All right, let's chat. We have like this amazing service that texts between us.
Yes.
Yes.
Big old Signal group chat will work fine.
Yeah, I gotta show you this cool thing I got for the class in text that's sitting next to me when we're not live.
Oh yes,
okay.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna sign off then.
Yeah,
we're gonna end the stream and then we can still chit chat here.
Yeah,
for a few minutes as we need to.
All right, kill all pedophiles and remember that training saves lives.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Bye
Later.
bye.